Hello, champ. Congratulations on clearing the NOS Level 1 exam. Welcome to India's most awaited and award-winning Olympiad finale, the NOF Champions League. We've prepared 4 sample papers, 40 questions each, with free video solutions to help you perform your best. Watch carefully, take notes, practice, and excel. Here is your GK sample paper with solutions.
Hello kids, today we are going to solve GK class 4 sample paper 1. So let's begin. First question. This ancient structure, the Colosseum, once hosted violent contest in ancient Rome. What were these contests? So the options are gladiator battles, archery, foot races, boxing. Option A, gladiator battles are the correct one because Colosseum was an ancient Roman amphitheater used for gladiatorial contests, public spectacles, and other violent forms of entertainment. So A is the correct option. Second question. The famous Christ the Redeemer statue can be found in which country? It is the Art Deco statue of Jesus Christ in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So option A, Brazil is the correct answer. Third question. The Great Wall stretches for thousands of miles across which country? So Great Wall means Great Wall of China. It is a series of fortifications made of stone, brick, stamped earth, wood, and other materials built along an east to west line across the northern borders of China. So option A is the correct answer for third question. Next, fourth. The Parthenon is located on which hill in Athens? So it is option A, Acropolis, because it is a former temple on the Athenian Acropolis, Greece. Athena is the patron deity of the city. So option A is the correct one. Fifth question. A famous cathedral with tall spires located in Paris is called what? Option A is the correct one, Notre Dame Cathedral. Next, question 6. Sixth question, a robot working autonomously in a factory without requiring human intervention is an example of which cutting-edge technology driving its function? So options are artificial intelligence, solar power, cloud computing, and virtual reality. And the correct answer is option A, artificial intelligence, because it refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. Seventh question. The scientific field that focuses on understanding and analyzing the Earth's weather patterns, including its atmosphere and climatic conditions, is referred to as what? Correct answer is option A, meteorology. Next question. Eighth one. In what type of energy sources is energy contained within the chemical bonds of materials that can be later be released through reactions or combustion? So, correct answer is option C. Chemical energy is the energy which is stored in bonds of chemical compounds that is released during the chemical reaction, such as combustion. Okay. Next, ninth question. Vaccines are crucial in protecting individuals from specific diseases. What is the primary objective of a vaccine in the terms of immune system? So answer to this is option B. It helps to prevent the diseases. Vaccines are important because it helps to prevent the diseases. 10th question. With the advancement of technology, it is now possible to watch television programs without the need for traditional cables. Which technology makes this possible? Options are A, streaming, B, broadcast, C, satellite, and D, cable. So here our correct answer is option A, streaming. because streaming allows for continuous transmission of audio and video data over the internet, which makes it possible to watch television programs. 11th question. Expand the term UNICEF associated with the child welfare. Now, UNICEF is an agency which is responsible for providing humanitarian and development aid to the children worldwide. And what is the full form of UNICEF? So, it is option A, United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. Okay. Question number 12. The abbreviation WHO is used to denote which international health association. So WHO is like an agency which is specialized for United Nations responsibilities for international public health. And the full form of WHO is World Health Organization. 13th question. The headquarters of the United Nations are international organization focused on promoting peace and cooperation. Is situated in which major global city? So it is situated in New York. New York is the city where the headquarters of United Nations is located, which like helps in peace and cooperation in the country. Next. 14th question. A nation that is experiencing a growth in tourism driven by its rich history and natural beauty would likely see what kind of economic benefits or shifts. So, what type of benefits will they have? They will have, it will benefiting from tourism. B option. Like the benefit of tourism will help them. Next, 15th question. Case study. An organization abbreviated as NASA successfully landed on the moon. What does NASA stand for? Now, what is NASA? NASA is a independent agency of US federated government responsible for civilian space programs as well as automatics and aerospace research. Aeronautics and aerospace research. So, what is the full form of NASA? It is National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So, option A is the correct answer. 16th question. The prime meridian, a fundamental reference point for measuring longitude, is situated at which specific degree of longitude? So the answer to this is option A, 0 degree, because it passes through Royal Observatory, Greenwich in London, England. Okay. Question 17. A country with a high population but limited resources will face a particular set of challenges related to sustainability and development. What are these primary challenges? Now, what are the challenges? The option A is the correct answer for this one, because resource scarcity, like what is this? Not enough resources available like food, water, energy, and land. So scarcity of these resources is the answer for this one. 18th one. The process of cultural diffusion involves the spread and exchange of ideas, practices, or customs across different cultures. What does this concept refer to? The answer to this is option A. The exchange of cultural ideas and practices is the concept which refers to cultural diffusion. Question number 19. This ocean separates Africa from Americas. What is it called? So answer is, options are Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Arctic Ocean. So option A is the correct answer for this, because it is the body of water that lies between the continents of Africa and Europe to east and America to the west. Question number 20. The continent of Antarctica is mainly covered by what? So Antarctica is mainly covered with ice. So option A is the correct answer, because it is the coldest continent on the earth and approximately 98% of its surface is covered with ice sheet. Question number 21. The Earth's largest landmass, which includes over 50 countries, is what? So for this, the answer is Asia. Asia is the Earth's largest landmass, which includes over 50 countries. Okay. Next question. An island country in which Indian Ocean known for its wildlife and tea plantation is what? So our correct answer to this is option A, Sri Lanka. Because Sri Lanka is the island country which is in Indian Ocean and it is known for its wildlife and tea plantation. 23rd question. Which continent is bordered by Atlantic, Arctic and Southern Ocean? Again, the answer to this is option A, Antarctica. Antarctica is the continent which is bordered by Atlantic, Arctic, and Southern Ocean. Okay. Next one. 24th. Rising ocean temperatures in a coastal region often lead to significant environmental changes. What kind of alteration is most likely to occur as a result of this? So, the result which occurs is coral bleaching. So, option A is the correct answer. Next, question number 25. Which species is currently endangered primarily due to the loss of its natural habitat, leading to a decrease in its population? So the answer to this is option B, panda. Panda is the species which is like currently endangered, and because of the loss of natural habitat, and so that's why it is having a decrease in its population. Next question. Question 26. What distinguishes a biography from other forms of writing, especially in relation to the subject and the way it is presented? So options are written by the subject, written by another person, fictionalized account, and shorter than a novel. So since we have to see biography, biography is a detailed description of someone's life, but it is always written by someone else. So someone else means option B is the correct answer, written by another person. Whereas autobiography, it is written by the person himself. Okay. Question number 27. Before a newly written book is made available to the public, it undergoes a critical phase where it is reviewed and refined. What is the stage of the publication process called? So this process is called proofreading because it has to go through a critical phase where it is reviewed and refined. Okay. Next. 28th question. A young girl reads about a famous astronaut who was the first to step on the moon. Name him. So the person who was the first one was an American astronaut and the first person to walk on the moon. He made this walk during the Apollo 11 mission on July 20th, 1969. And the person is Neil Armstrong. So option B is the correct answer. 29th. Which river flows in the opposite direction to most of the others from south to north? And the answer is Nile River. It is the river which flows opposite direction to most of the others. That is from south to north. Question number 30. The famous scientist who invented the telephone is talked about in class. Guess his name. So his name is Alexander Graham Bell. He is the scientist who invented the telephone. Next one. 31. A librarian shares the story of a woman who inspired young girls through her bravery. Who is she? So, the female, is a Pakistani activist for female education and youngest Nobel Prize winner, known for her bravery in advocating for girls' rights to education. And the woman is option A, Malala Yousafzai. Okay. 32. The painter who created Starry Night is admired for his unique style. Name him. So the painter who created the Starry Night is an oil on canvas painting by Dutch post-impressionist painter named as Vincent van Gogh. Option A is the correct one for 32 question. 33. A giant star that explodes in a massive burst of light and energy is known as what astronomical phenomenon? And this phenomena is known as supernova. Option A, because it is a powerful and luminous stellar explosion. Okay. Question number 34. Among the planets in our solar system, which one is distinguished by its stunning rings made primarily of ice and rock particles? So the answer to this one is option B, Saturn, because it is the sixth planet from the sun and is second largest in the solar system. So Saturn is the correct answer. 35th. The first artificial satellite ever to be launched into space, which marked a significant milestone in space exploration, was named what? So, what was it named? It was named Sputnik 1. So, option A is the correct answer because it was launched by Soviet Union on October 4th, 1957. Next question. The invention of printing press revolutionized. Sorry. Question number 36 again. The invention of the printing press revolutionized the way books and written material were produced. Who is credited with this groundbreaking invention? So, who is the person? It's Johannes Gutenberg. So, option A is the correct one for 36th. Question number 37. The development of the first automatic television exchange, an important advancement in telecommunication, was achieved by which inventor? So first automatic telephone exchange was invented by whom? It was Armand Strauger, option B, and he did this in 1889. Okay, 38th question. The invention of the radio marked the beginning of wireless communication, a revolutionary technology. Who is credited with this achievement? So, the answer to this is option A, Guglielmo Marconi. He did this in early 90s, 1990s. Next question. 39th. Which of these animals can change its color to blend with its surrounding? So options are octopus, seal, starfish, and seahorse. So among these four, octopus is the animal which can camouflage themselves. So option A is the correct one. 40th. A once paper and pencil based game was transformed into an electronic version, becoming widely popular. Who is responsible for inventing the first electronic game? So the person who did this is William Higginbotham. So option A is the correct one. Higginbotham invented tennis for two in 1958. It was considered as one of the first electronic games and it was played on an oscilloscope. Okay, so this completes our 40 questions. End of the paper, sample paper. Okay, bye bye. See you in the next test paper. Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more useful content.